Hey friends, welcome back to Writer's Workshop. So I have some exciting news today. We've been working really hard on writing information books, but real soon we are going to begin writing chapter books on information. So we're going to continue to write our teaching books, but instead of just picture teaching books, very soon we're going to start writing chapter teaching books, and this is so exciting. But before we begin learning how to write chapter teaching books, I want to make sure that we know how to write information picture books and that we feel like we are experts on that. We've learned how to do a lot of things as writers, but we know that as writers, we are constantly looking at ways that we can grow and things that we can improve on. No one is perfect, but we always want to keep moving forward and seeing what areas that we can improve on and grow as writers. So, today will be a different kind of lesson. Today, we're going to investigate our own writing and look at our own stories and see what are the things that we're doing well and what are things that we need to work on and make goals for. So, writers, today each of you are going to investigate these questions. What have I already learned to do as a writer of teaching books? And what do I still need to work on? So what are the strategies that you feel confident and you're doing really well? And what are the things that you need some more practice with and you need to keep trying and working at? So writers, I want you to put your best teaching book in front of you. So if you need to pause so you can go find your book that you are most proud of right now, you can go ahead and do that. You may also grab a Post-it note or a piece of paper. That way you can take notes on it because I'm going to show you a new checklist for information writing that has goals for first grade. We've been looking at our kindergarten information writing checklist, but now we're going to look at those goals for first grade. And so friends, you may notice that you're not able to do all the things from the checklist yet as you are still learning and growing. So remember, we don't say I can't do it. We say, I can't do it yet, and so maybe you're going to make that a goal. But I bet if you listen to this list, you'll find that, wow, you are still doing some of these things already. So friends, as I read this list, you're going to hear that there's some things that you're already doing, or there's some things that are going to get you excited because you're going to go, ooh, I can work on that, and you know what? That's going to be a good goal for me. And that's something to get excited about. Friends, when I read this checklist, it isn't to say, oh, well, you need to work on that. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we do as writers. We look at it and say, ooh, this is a strategy I can focus on, something I can get better at. Just like when you're doing a sport, maybe you're learning how to play soccer. So first you work on running really fast, and maybe that's your goal. Then your next goal is to work on passing the ball and kicking it. And then maybe later another goal is to score into the goal. So friends, you see we're constantly looking at different goals and getting excited and practicing and working towards them. So as I read this checklist out loud to you, I want you to make note of all the things you have in your writing. Remember, you have that book in front of you that you're proud of. I want you to look through it and see what you are doing well. And you might use one of those sticky Post-it notes to show your evidence of what you're doing well and how you know. Where do you see it in your story? And I also want you to make note of things that you are not doing yet, but you want to work on improving because that's going to help you come up with your goals to make your writing better. All right, friends, so I'm going to go through and read the list. And remember, as I read this list out loud to you, you're looking at your writing to see, is this something that you're doing or is it something you're going to work on? So if it's something you're not starting to do yet, you might say, ooh, I'm not starting on that yet, and that means it's going to be a goal. Or I'm kind of starting to do that, not quite there yet. Or man, that's something I've already done. So obviously, if it's something you're already doing, you're not going to make that a new goal. You're going to work on those things that maybe you haven't started yet, and that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read through our list. All right. You've got your story in front of you as you look. I taught my readers about a topic. See if that's something that you've already got, you're starting to, or something you're going to work on and try to make a goal. I named my topic in the beginning and got my readers' attention. I told different parts about my topic on different pages. So instead of smushing it onto one page, did you teach across your pages? I wrote an ending. Maybe that's something that you haven't gotten to yet, so maybe it's here, and so that's going to be a goal for you. I told about my topic part by part. Is it organized? I put facts in my writing to teach about my topic. Maybe you've only listed about 2 facts, so you're just starting, but it's something that you could work on and add more to. I used labels and words to give facts. Maybe you worked really hard on that and you've been doing that easily. I used all I knew about words and chunks to help me spell. I spelled the wall words right and used the word wall to help me spell other words using those sight words. I ended sentences with punctuation. If you put those ending marks, or maybe that's something you realize, ooh, I need to work on that. That's okay. We're going to make that a goal. I used a capital letter for names. I used commas in dates and lists. So friends, many of you are finding things that you already do in your writing, and that is great. And remember, as writers, we also always look for ways that we can grow and we can improve. You may ask yourself, what areas am I not great at yet and can continue to work on? This can help you set your writing goals for the next part of our unit. So today, I want you to find 1 or 2 goals for your writing that you can focus on in our next unit. So think about those things that you might have said, ooh, I'm not starting that yet, and get excited because that can be a goal for you. And I want to make sure that you write these goals down so that you can remember what they are and you can make sure that you're continuing to practice and continuing to get better at it. Friends, people do this all the time, especially in sports. They pick their goal and then they look at it every day and focus and see how they can continue to work on that. And we're going to do the same thing as writers. So writers, there's nothing more important than being your own teacher. I love helping you see all the different ways that your writing can improve, but you also can be a great teacher for yourself. And when you look at your work and you see, ooh, this is something I can grow. This is something I can get excited about. And so friends, I want you to keep your goals in mind as you work on your writing today to continue to make your information books even better. All right, friends, it's your turn to work on your writing. Writers, go write.